technique that he's able to bring, his explosiveness, I mean, he's going to be trouble. Already slotted as one of those guys that can compete for a national title at this weight.
He leads the country in tech falls, doesn't waste any time. The high attack rate, less than 10 seconds in, already on the board with a takedown. He's outscored his opponents 261 to 48. Been super impressive. And you look at the guys he's beaten to win Big Ten titles. Spencer Lee of Iowa, Roman Bravo Young of Penn State. If he wants to win it at 141, he'll have to beat most likely Jaden Ironman and or Nick Lee.
Yep, and that's all set up here for him to go ahead and have that opportunity at the Big Ten championships again. He's done pretty well. It's just the only thing missing from his resume is that NCAA title. He's got the signature wins for sure.
Picked up his 100th victory this season, that against Rivera of Illinois back in mid-January. Going to work on top, that right leg in. Quickly riding time nearing 1 minute.
And he spent a lot of time in the top position this year. That's, again, but the physical presence that we see right here. This man's put some time in the weight room, training hard. And like I said, you just see the difference. And a guy that's been able to be pretty solid at 25 and 33, win those conference championships against those great wrestlers. Going to have the opportunity to do it again.
Gives the escape 2-1 score.
Against great wrestlers in this weight class. I mean, Ironman, of course, and know what his skills are here. Different skill set, but Nick Lee as well. I mean, don't count this guy out of that mix.
Chad Rudd, of course, at 141, four-time All-American from Nebraska. We'll see him tomorrow. Potential matchup with Dylan Duncan of Illinois.
Neutral.
Limp arm and a takedown from Rivera. So skilled. He can hurt you in so many ways offensively.
Yeah, and I think that we saw that really exciting match last year, the semifinals of the Big Tens, where against Nick Lee, where it's like I believe it was 8-6 to sudden victory match, and that where he's going to need to that girth, that strength, that power, that upper body is in the down position. Okay, these guys are grinders here. When you take a look at guys like Ironman being on the top of you, in the top position with you, Nick Lee can go ahead and put a lot of power on you. So if you don't have that size and that toughness in the bottom position, but I think that's what he's kind of acquired here. We're really kind of focused on this year is getting that strength to be able to go with those guys from the bottom position and be able to be efficient there, because we know he's explosive on his feet and can stay with anybody.
Counterattack there from Bertoni, but into those hips of the Scarlet Knight Rivera.
Bertoni has a nice grip right there.
Rivera scoops up the near ankle and looks to beat that right shoulder.
Neutral.
Again, good pressure right there. Kind of losing his grip there, but that's it drives in at the right time. Plus Bertoni down, collects the points.
Third takedown of the first period as Rivera up by 4. Riding time nearing 90 seconds. Short time in this first period. Rutgers and Maryland.
The cross arm right there, almost had the tilt set up.
Comes from a wrestling family. There's his dad, Steve Rivera. I believe he was a Division III national champion.
Right, yeah.
What do you got? Defers. Red, bottom.
Maryland defers. Rivera will go on bottom.
Rivera on defense. Bertoni
Set.
offense.
Green on.
Steve, a national champion at College of New Jersey.
Nice work there, right there.
Red. Escape.
I like the technique. We talked last night here a bit about seeing switches. When you've got a guy that goes ahead and hits that crab ride, leg rides and things like that, that's a great move to hit off of the whistle right there. Low shot.
Quick.
Yeah, low shot. Here allowed his ankles to get tied up, but what the best ones are able to do is shuffle back in there so they can drive back. Laces flat, but always turning to get free.
Good pressure back in. Similar position as he scored on earlier. Got that near ankle, beats the shoulder, gets the go behind, and 2 more.
Now improve here.
As the Terrapin flat on his belly, Bertoni's got to find a way to work up to a base. Look at the tight waist there, Jim.
Yeah, coming in hard with the tight waist, but really waiting for Bertoni to basically, pop up a little bit. It's really kind of hard to turn a man when he's willing to go down, head down like that. There's really not a lot of action right now. Now Bertoni does a little turn in. He catches that, makes his claw ride a little bit deeper.
Stall's green, bottom.
Stall call on Bertoni underneath.
Comes underneath that cowboy tilt.
Holding 2.
Holding 2 points.
Red's got 2 near fall.
And there's the near fall awarded. 19 of 20 bonus point victories this season. Only Quinn Kinner of Ryder kept it to a regular decision. That was a 7-3 match. And I'm really looking forward to this weight class, Jim. 3 weeks, Lincoln, Nebraska, the Big Ten Championships, 141. So much fun.
I mean, the quarterfinals are going to be exciting. And just to...
Has that hammer lock, final seconds in the second period.
Now he's going hard with the hammer lock, and they go ahead and run out of time.
Choice is green.
Here you see Rivera against the top guys.
Where you at?
In the conference, 0-2 against Nick Lee. That was at the Big Tens and the national tournament last March. Never wrestled Jaden Ironman. That's a potential semifinal matchup in 3 weeks.
Yeah, I think it will be. As these guys just continue on their course. Dylan Duncan with the loss last week here, actually yesterday, to Zargo from Wisconsin. So that maybe changes the rankings a little bit there.
Joe Zargo able to score late in regulation. Took down Duncan in sudden victory. Double leg takedown. Wow.
Yeah, just go right into a Turk. Didn't stick with the Turk. Now work with the head lever right there. Grabbing the wrist, coming up. He's looking for a fall. Got that. Definitely looking for a pinning combination that can get him a fall.
You got to believe Rivera has some good battles with Anthony Ashnold in that wrestling room.
What a great point there, Shane, having a guy like that can grind. And if you can get away from Anthony Ashnold, he's really tilt there, almost pinned on that tilt. This is where these matches, you can see where Sebastian Rivera likes to help out with the officiating a little bit.
Roll through tilts.
Yeah, gets it one more time.
This will be a tech fall.
4.
He's going for the fall.
A fall with the tilts.
Yeah.
4 red.
Really excited to watch the tournament. What type of tournament Sebastian Rivera can put together at the end of the year.
Another tech fall for Rutgers. 20 points on the board for Sebastian Rivera. 19-6, he won the Southern Scuffle, ranked 16th in the country. And Poznaski coming off that impressive true freshman campaign. He was 3rd in the Big Tens, 4th at the national tournaments. Poznaski began the season 13-0, but he's lost 3 of 4, coming off a 4-3 loss to Rocky Jordan of Ohio State. He was spectacular, Jim, no question. But limited action, and this season's a different kind of grind.
It really is a different kind of grind. You see him giving up that double leg takedown there right off the bat here to Cochran. Cochran is the highest ranked Terp in the lineup. I like the way he went out there and fired after that double. And
out of him.
You know, we talk about guys that kind of get hot.
Great guys, stalemate, out of the fingers.
Poznaski certainly, started the season 4 dual meets. Then had the Big Ten tournament, had a pretty solid Big Ten tournament, walking into the Nationals with a lot of confidence, and that 4th place finish at Nationals was really impressive. And sometimes it's just hard to get it going again. And now you've got the full season to work with, and it's just different. It's just you hear the coaches talk about it. You hear the wrestlers sometimes talk about it. Just the grind, the travel. I think the Friday, Saturday kind of, traveling across the country a lot of times, it may have something to do with it coming back. And of course, these guys are going to class, so how do you pick up all that? You always feel like you're behind, but it's, academically, it's work that needs to be done on both ends. And so this every year is different.
That 4th place finish at the national tournament, the highest freshman finish in Rutgers program history. 2-1 score halfway through this first period. Poznaski out of Colonia, New Jersey, 3-time medalist, 2020 state champion. Cochran back in his home state. He's from Paramus. Two-time finalist. He captured a state crown in 2016. If you're Cochran, Jim, no question, you come back to your home state, there's got to be an extra added feeling of urgency.
I can't agree more. This is a situation where he's feeling it. Likes to work from space right there, and he seems to be measuring that shot. Now a good front headlock position there for Cochran. Poznaski squaring up pretty well, difficult to score on. And when you break in like Poznaski did his freshman year, what are you trying to do mainly? Be that tough out, and he was able to kind of take that momentum of being, winning tough matches and kind of breaking him open later. But when now you're returning All-American, you're supposed to be the guy that's supposed to get out there, manufacture those points and all that stuff, and that's maybe where he's struggled a bit.
Short time in this first period.
Short time here, man. Work.
Cochran with an early takedown. Back into that front headlock.
Nice job of holding on to that elbow. Let's take a look at that early double leg there by Cochran. Catches, see walking in with that second step, right? Kind of fades back, drops his level, and explodes into the man. Well done.
You're set.
Poznaski will go on bottom.
2-minute second period.
Set.
184.
Quick claw right off the whistle from the Terp.
He's pushing back, keeping his hands on his right there. Just almost like he's working off a pommel horse, just like a gymnast would, kind of work off that. Just kind of keep on, keep his hands on the mat, keep his head elevated, turning his hips at the right time. Gives the intentional release, but that's pretty important to get that quick escape.
First 20 seconds, a reversal from Poznaski. Cochran with the escape 3-3. Just before his fourth birthday, Poznaski had his eye replaced with an ocular prosthesis, was diagnosed with Coats disease and abnormal developments of the blood vessels in his retina. And you saw some of that story during our On the Mat feature during the intermission. So many great stories in this conference.
Really? Yeah.
Everybody's got a story, and Poznaski's definitely unique. Cochran single leg.
He's able to drive in to it, but now Poznaski's reacting pretty well. These guys are got hold of each other's ankle right there, and you don't want to. You want to take advantage of the real estate, pull him back into the center if you can, get elbow deep.
Want to capitalize here if you're Cochran. He's got his second takedown of the match. He reclaims the lead, 5-3.
Roll through again.
Keep working here.
Situation right here with 31 seconds. If you are Cochran, find a way to finish the period on top. Poznaski, he'll have the urgency to escape.
A little cut on Poznaski is going to get treated, so get a chance to maybe, yeah. Let's take a look at the escape here that got here from actually the reversal here by Poznaski here. So we see it on both hands. This looks like a gymnast right here making a flip over. Now let's take a look at the takedown for Cochran. Drop spin on that leg, elbow deep. Okay, he's going to go ahead and work for the collar tie and then work the trip to the backside there to the leg that's up. Really well done. Getting that second takedown here, and he's been the aggressor in the match. And it's just both guys dealing with a little bit of blood issue.
Mentioned earlier the On the Mat features. Of course, we're on Instagram. Follow us at B1G Wrestling on Instagram. So much great content, highlights, just fantastic content from around the conference here in the Big Ten on the mat.
A lot of those are done by the SID departments here of the respective schools. It's good to see.
Drop down, one. They were out.
Out of bounds now, 17 seconds.
Lost control.
They're giving
Are you good at that?
one
look at it?
loss of control. I believe they're going to take a look.
J.R. Johnson, the side official here. Jerron Quincy.
So this is an official's review.
Yeah.
Not a challenge from either corner. Have not seen a challenge brick thrown in this duel.
Yeah, they're looking for loss of control. Let's see if that happened here. That cuts in, makes a rush to the edge. Did he get squared up? I don't think so when you consider reaction time in that. But let's take another look at this. Gonna run to the side right there. Makes the turn in, jumps right back in the leg. Again, with the reaction time, I don't think you give that situation. I think they'll likely come to that conclusion.
Review, the call on the mat is reversed. There is no loss of control. Green is still on top. They were out of bounds.
All right, so you heard it from Jaron Quincy. It is still control for Cochran. 17 seconds, and these kind of matches, can't stress it enough, how important this time is here late in the second period.
Pop up, it's just, again,
Green control.
Controlling the hips. Foul the hips. See what's happening up top right there, but you want to foul the hips. Right there, keep your hips close to his, even through the roll through.
Red's bottom.
Situation here, Jim, where Cochran, that last 30 seconds, 3 different sequences to close the period on top.
Yep, and you're okay with the stall warning in this situation here, because that's, you know, even a stall warning is better than giving up the escape. That's a good trade-off.
For sure. And Cochran up by 2 to the third period.
Green's bottom, red's top. Get set.
Poznaski checking his corner to see if they want to go neutral.
One escape, we're neutral.
And that is the decision they will indeed make. So now 6 to 3.
Yeah, 6.5 seconds here. You know, what's the likelihood of getting that quick escape? So right back in on the offense there for Cochran. Good job, all right?
Cochran's been aggressive on his feet.
Neutral.
Takedown here would be huge.
He turns in and gets it.
8 to 3, and with that takedown, he will also
build up the riding time.
Take the riding time over a minute. Just impressed by that wrestling, Jim. You see it.
Green.
Guys at that time maybe take their foot off the gas. Cochran, not the case today.
Blood.
Right. So
Official time for blood.
Let's clean him up, guys. He's got some in his shoulder, guys.
blood time again. Let's take a look at this last takedown. Just what you're talking about, Shane, here. You know, this is how you create leads, build on leads right there. You got a man chasing you, right? He gave a little territory, but, you know, but he was doing it to shoot. And he gets on this leg right now and makes the turn and cuts his ankles free. You know, makes the turn and has enough weight on those laces there to be able to go ahead and make that hip separation and that turn. Makes it difficult for Poznaski. I mean, this is a it just seems like the style, the footwork of Cochran has really put Poznaski off balance right now. Can't get to his shot.
No, no.
Stays right behind him, and there's an escape by Poznaski. He'll have to get to work. Just a minute 20 left.
Out of him.
Right. I would expect him to go ahead and try to shoot to that back leg, even though it's way back there right now. I think that's the leg he wants to get to, and that's why he hasn't been firing here very much. Is he just doesn't really feel it. You know, doesn't feel it that's there. So you see kind of him waving at that back leg.
Cochran staying center of the mats.
Holding position. Right
There's
there.
Another shot.
Back on it.
Jim Cochran is a true freshman in 2018 and wrestled at 157.
Moving up.
Keep working.
He'll be happy with this performance. Coming back to his home state of New Jersey.
Finishing it with another finishing it with another shot. Coming out the back door one more time.
Neutral.
You know, this is a performance that you can build on. Going back home and beating an All-American.
Stalemate. Neutral.
Stalemate neutral start.
Poznaski will drop his fourth match in his last 5 appearances.
Out of him.
Just a solid performance from Kyle Cochran of Maryland. He'll get the riding time point, 9-4 decision.
That young man's going to jump up in the rankings there.
Sandoval and Cochran victorious for the Terrapins. Chase Mielnik and Greg Bulsak here at 197 pounds. Bulsak ranked 12th in the country.
All right, man, shake hands. Good luck. Shut.
Bulsak's 6th year out of South Park, Pennsylvania, South Park High School. Came over from Clarion. Bulsak, 2020 second team All-American. That transfer portal, obviously a game changer in college athletics.
Yeah, it sure is. Bulsak has had a difficult stretch here. He lost 4 out of the last 5 matches at this weight class here. So Chase Mielnik is coming along. Second team. Actually, he's a 184-pounder naturally, so coming into a guy who's hungry for a victory here in Bulsak.
Normally we'd see Jaron Smith, the veteran Terp, who's 15-9, but Mielnik with the opportunity today. Bulsak, 4-time national qualifier for Clarion. MAC champ in 2020. First MAC champion in Clarion history. Was 3rd at the MAC championships in 2021.
Working a power half really hard right there. Is Jaron Smith right there. Watching it pretty closely. Now the hips gets turned. So it's like the 3 count.
Hold him 2.
Has that arm bar.
And 2. Your fault.
Awarded the 2. Goes right back to that half.
1.
Rolls him over.
3. 4.
Now going to readjust. This is trouble here for Mielnik.
Yeah, he's got both legs in right now.
Good fight.
Yeah, Mielnik did a nice job of getting out of that.
8 points up in a hurry here for Bulsak.
Again, he's got both legs in, and normally it's pretty tough to turn guys that are in that situation, because you got to let the hips turn one direction or the other to help you to get through those shoulders turn. But he's not waiting for that. He's just going ahead and cranking on him really hard right there. Those shoulders go over first.
There's the slap of the net, the fall for Bulsak.
2 minutes, 10 seconds. Great Bulsak. Bulsak, Rutgers.
6 more for Rutgers at 197.